You are invited into Charles Dickens' home as friends to witness the moment that he reads this story to other people for the first time. So this is a version of A Christmas Carol, which is authentic to the source material, whilst also trying to evoke that feeling of being there the first time it was ever performed by the man who wrote it. I'm David Alwyn, and I'm back for a second year to play Charles Dickens in The Great Christmas Feast at the Lost Estate. I got the call in February, which sort of feels like super early, but was also very flattering to just be like, hi, so we're doing Christmas again. Would you believe? And we liked your Dickens, can you come back? It's a joy to be back. This will be my third project here at the Lost Estate. I'm thrilled to be back in the building, in the old mannequin factory. It's excellent to feel like part of that wider team. When you think of Charles Dickens, especially when you think about Charles Dickens telling the story, I always think of Simon Callow, who is like the perfect sort of bearded Dickens. And you think about that plummy voice and you think about Dickens, Victoriana and all that stuff. But then when I showed up to watch this one before I even auditioned, it's just like, oh, this isn't that. This is young, sexy Dickens. This is the Dickens who has had early success in his career and is kind of this slightly rock star guy who, when he shows up at hotel rooms, moves all the furniture so it's the way he wants it to be. He's a younger, more vibrant guy than I think most people think of when they think of Dickens. We find Dickens like in his early 30s. He's a young man. He's not the guy from the etchings with the beard. You look at pictures of that time, I'm gonna have to grow my hair out again because we're looking at like a Dickens who was sort of a cherub-faced, long-haired, sort of slightly dandyish looking fellow. He's the hot young thing in Victorian literature. You're invited into Dickens's home at a moment of pivotal crisis in his life where he's got another kid on the way. He is trying to provide for his family. He is the sole breadwinner of his family. And he's doing it all by writing stories. The last one he wrote did not set the world on fire. The Chuzzlewit Chronicles absolutely bombed. So this one has to work. Going out and telling this story to 250 people every night. I mean, it's incredible. It's a strange feeling because to be authentic, not to get, I'm very authentic about it, but there's an element of like going out every night scared because Dickens is in a place where this has to work and he's in this quite heightened emotional state. There's a moment where after all the welcoming and the manic appreciation of the audience and thank you for coming and all that, anyway, Christmas Carol, and you can feel the whole audience just go, here it comes. And because it's such a wonderful story and written so beautifully, it does a lot of the work for me. And we do end on this note where the audience is not only satisfied that the story has been told, but they're also, hopefully, in a place where they're like, he did it. He did it. He got through it. He did the whole thing. It's a feat. You can feel the joy just radiate through the room as the last line that everybody knows is uttered and the book is closed. That's my favorite moment from it, is the moment where you close the book and you wait and you just hear people start clapping and it's the story doing the work for you and it's great. There's no better feeling than having told that story right. This year is going to be the best year yet because every single iteration of this show is an improvement on the last. Just like Dickens, we're all just striving to give our best and to really welcome people into this home and this story. So you've got delicious food, you've got amazing cocktails, you've got live cinematic orchestral music, you've got one of the greatest stories ever written being told by the guy that wrote it in his house in 1843 with a room full of people who are all there to celebrate Christmas and this story and each other. And there is a feeling of joy and merriment and the real spirit of Christmas all just packed into one room.